everybody, and welcome to another episode of How to Minecraft. Hope that you guys are excited today. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing today. I haven't decided what today's episode is going to be yet. So I'm going to sit here and think about it, but while I decide what today is going to be, I'm going to tear down my Halloween decorations. It is sadly after Halloween. They've only been up for a short while, but they have to come down. We can't have these things up forever. We have to move on. Is it time for Christmas? No, I'm not going to do Christmas yet. No, Christmas? No, it's not Christmas yet, but we are going to take down all of the Halloween decorations. All right, that is it. All the decorations are down. I don't think I've missed any, but the spider's gone. The prison is back to normal, and all around the grounds, all the cobwebs have been removed. So I took all of the decorations and I put them into a shulker box over here inside of this orange one. I was using the purple one, but orange just fit Halloween too well. So they're here inside of this orange shulker box, and I feel like I am packaging them up to put them into the attic for next year. There's a few things that didn't fit in here, like these, dandelions and the wither roses I went ahead and put in there, but these things I'll just put back into my normal storage. But this shulker box specifically, we are going to put into the attic, and I guess my attic here in this world is just up here. There you go. There's my Halloween decorations. I put them up for storage, and now we can work on something else today. So what are we actually going to do today? We're not just de-decorating, and no, I am not going to decorate for Christmas. I've been seeing on Twitter, like, everyone's like, Halloween's over, it's time for Christmas. No, we're not doing that. But we're going to do something that I've been meaning to do, and it's a little bit redundant, especially since I have a whole bunch of firework rockets and elytra, and that is that we are going to go and get a horse. We are going to finally get a horse, and we're going to test it. We're going to make sure we have the most OP horse available, and that is going to be the thing that we do today. So what do you need in order to get a horse? Well, you really should bring along some wheat for the ride. You can do this without wheat, but wheat is going to make your life a lot easier. So you want to bring wheat with you. Also, you want to make sure that you have a saddle. Now, I happen to have collected a lot of saddles over, the lifetime of this world, but if you don't have a saddle, you need one to direct the horse somewhere. Otherwise, the horse is just going to go wherever he wants to go, or she, and you need to actually be able to move that horse around. You can find saddles in abandoned mine shafts, you can find them in dungeons, you can find them in the desert temples. So just go out into your world and look around until you find a saddle. You cannot craft a saddle. It is very sad. But it is impossible to craft a saddle unless you have like some type of resource pack or something like that. But yeah, crafting a saddle, not going to happen. You have to find one. And then you can also have horse armor, although this is really not necessary. In fact, for me and this trip, I'm just going to leave all my horse armor at home. And once I actually get a horse that I like, I am then going to add the horse armor to the horse once I get it home. So now we have to go and actually search for horses. And I'm lucky that I already have elytra, and so I can just elytra around until I find a horse. But if you are walking around on foot, don't worry, it is not impossible. You should look for a plains biome. That is by far the easiest place to find a horse. So I've already found a horse, and it's really close to my base, but I'm a little bit unlucky because it's only a single horse. And normally they spawn in packs of a few. Is that a horse? No, it's a sheep. And so I can really only test this one horse. But this is kind of a good way on how to show how to actually tame a horse. Because although it has kind of become a joke, I think that it was South Park that made the joke a whole bunch. But a lot of people don't know how to tame a horse, and it's not intuitive. So let's tame a horse together. The first thing is that you need to have nothing in your hand if you want to tame a horse the manual way, which is just to right click it with nothing in your hand and it'll buck you off. If you do this enough times, eventually the horse will send out little heart particles and then it will be tamed and it'll be your horse. But if you don't want to do this like seriously 30 times, 40 times, you can speed the process up by feeding it wheat. And it looks like, oh, it worked. Oh, great. Okay, I didn't even need to feed this horse wheat. But, hooray, this horse is tame. Now that it's tamed, I'm trying to hit like forward and backward, side to side. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to move anywhere because it needs a saddle. In order to put a saddle on, if you're already on the horse, you can hit your inventory button and it'll actually open the horse's inventory. Now my saddles are all in the shulker box. This isn't going to do me any good. Or you can get off, open up. I'm going to grab this saddle now. There we go. Get out of here, horse. And you can, I think, hold down shift. Yeah, shift and click, and then you have the horse's inventory. Now that he has a saddle on, I can click him, and I can actually ride him around. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and deliver this horse back to my base. Just get there because I want other horses. I also want to show you that you can, like, quicken the taming process whenever you use wheat. And I'm back to my base. If you're cheap like me and don't have a place to actually put your horses yet, you can just dig down by 2, and I can kind of do this while I'm still on the horse. Get rid of that last one. There we go. And then put them in a hole here, and there we go. And you can just shift out, and then you'll be standing on top of the hole. So now he won't go anywhere, and I can put a few horses in that horse hole, and they'll be all good. Okay, so I have found some more horses here, and I like having multiples because horses definitely have stats that you can use to your advantage. Some horses will be faster, some horses will jump higher, some horses will have better hearts than other horses, and you can kind of tell that just by like getting on a horse. So if you sit on it, you can see the hearts over on the right-hand side of the screen, and say this one has a whole bunch more hearts than that other one that I chose. And let's check out, what does this one have? How many hearts you got? So he's kind of in the middle. Little Goldilocks hearts. So the stats will be different between horses. So you want, in the beginning, a whole bunch of different horses to test out their stats so that you know that you're getting a good horse. Now, I'm going to show you what I was trying to show you before, which is that you can feed a horse wheat and it will make it love you faster. So now that I fed it basically like over a half stack of wheat, if I jump on this horse, he's gonna love me instantly, and I can throw a saddle on him, and we can ride off into the sunset. Way faster to do it that way. Sometimes horses can be super duper stubborn, and they do not want to be tamed. So using this method is a lot faster to get a ton of horses tamed. So I'm gonna create another little horse pen for this guy while I tame the other ones. So I have tamed them all up, and already I can tell that there's a few horses that I can just kind of leave here. This guy is so slow. I mean, I haven't even like tested him thoroughly, but he's just super slow. And on top of that, his maximum jump is like really, really low. If I get him inside of this hole, can he even jump out of the hole? Okay, he can. So he can jump 2. So we're going to leave him over here just because he's so slow. Then there's another guy in here that could just... Okay, so he's okay. So he can get out. But this guy, he could not jump at all. So let's jump him. He like maybe jumps a block. It's very bad. So he's also seems pretty slow. Oh my gosh, get out of the... He can't even get out. Oh my gosh, get out of the hole. How did you get out before? Okay, see, he's useless to me. So he's done for. You're just gonna stay in there. This other guy was it this guy that was slow? Are you slow? Yeah, he's so slow. And then you're faster. You're faster. I'm just gonna grab this guy's saddle, and we're gonna take this guy back to my base. So we are here back at the base. Our beacon is calling to us. And the first thing that I'm going to do is breed up these horses because I have one already there and I have one with me currently. And neither of them seem to have the stats that I really want. So whenever you breed a horse, you get a blend of the parent stats, and you also have a chance of them basically creating new stats. So you can get better and better horses by breeding them up. And it's going to be a lot easier to breed horses than it is for me to find more and bring them back to my base. So in order to breed a horse, you need either a golden carrot, a super golden carrot, an enchanted carrot, so a notch apple, or you need a golden apple, a super golden apple, which is a notch apple, or a golden carrot is what I was trying to say. I was thinking of carrots because I had them in my hand, but it needs to be some type of golden food. Okay, horses are just that picky. And then they will breed up. Hopefully they're still in the mood. And they made a baby horse. Like I mentioned, this will have a blend of the parents' stats, or it'll have new stats. So we kind of don't know. If you want to make that baby grow up even faster, you can feed it some wheat. You get these green little particles, and it will grow just like with all other babies. It basically takes 10% off of the time that it would take for a animal to fully grow. So you're never going to get down to exactly 0 seconds, but the first few times you feed it is actually probably the best, because it takes it down 10%, 10%, and 10%, and then it'll grow up a lot in a much shorter amount of time. While this guy's growing up, and I don't want these horses to run away, we're gonna kind of create a horse obstacle course to test these guys' stats. So we're gonna put our horses back into the horse hole, and we're gonna make that build right now. So I feel like these horses need a little bit more than just like a random area. I want them to have a horse stable. So I'm going to clear away some space to kind of give them that. Maybe right here next to this pond. That looks kind of cool. This is the area for my horse stable. I'm liking it. They have some water right here if they need it. And I'm just gonna go build this and then kind of show y'all the finished result, and we'll have a training ground, I guess alpha in the back here. Here is the stables all finished. I decided to go for a blackstone look with some magma blocks as kind of an accent color. It is looking super good. We have 2 gates here to let the horses in. So let's go grab our horses and add them to the stables. They've been chilling out in this hole. Now, one of the babies, wait, did the other one go away? I don't understand. My babies keep dying. I think they keep getting pushed into the wall and dying when they grow up. So this stable is going to be fantastic. Oh, it's getting dark. And all you have to do is open up both doors. You walk them in, you get off, and then you have to close both doors. I don't think that my horses are going to get hit by these magma cubes, but we'll find out. So now I'm going to make basically a horse obstacle course back behind the stables. And the way to do that is we want to test 3 different things. One is very easy to tell just by getting on the horse, and that is the horse's health. So you'll be able to tell that this guy has a whole row of hearts. That's 10 hearts plus 1, so that's 11 hearts, just by getting on the horse itself. So that I don't really need an obstacle course for. But the next thing that I want to test for is jump ability. So we're going to make a obstacle course where we have 1 block tall, 1 and a half blocks tall, then 2 blocks tall, and that way we'll be able to tell just how high this horse will be able to jump. And obviously we're just going to keep going with half block increments. We have the first obstacle course made. So here I've gone from 1 block all the way to 6 blocks tall, which technically a horse cannot jump that high. That is just way too high. A horse actually maxes out at 5, a little bit under 5.5 blocks. So actually 5.5 and 6, these are just here for visual purposes. 5 blocks should be the maximum that a horse can jump. So I added these stars to that sign. So this is what we're looking for in terms of jump height. But this will be able, but the reason we have the kind of the smaller ones, even though we don't want those type of horses, is because I kind of want to just tell how high my horses can jump. So 2.5 here, We're close. We have to do it at maximum. There we go. Now can't get over 2.5. 2. Let's try this side. There we go. Wow. Can't even do 2. Okay. It looks like I'm gonna guess just 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. So this is a 1.5 horse. So I could put this inside of this pin and know that that horse can only jump 1.5 total blocks. But this horse may jump a different amount. So we're gonna, hey, you stay in that pin. Anyway, whatever. We'll just leave that horse. So 2.5 blocks. Oh, he can easily do 2.5 blocks because I didn't even hit a maximum on that jump. Let's see. Can he do 3 if I hit it perfect? Oh, he like wasn't reset. No, can't do 3. So he is a 2.5 jumper. Our next obstacle is completed. This is the speed challenge, and here is how it works. Our horse is going to stand back here in this trough, the starting position, and then sprint forward, and it will be trapped. Well, I'm not trapped because I'm a person. I need a horse. It'll be trapped by these trap doors, and we'll be able to tell exactly where along the line it was trapped. So a faster a horse is, the higher the number. The slower the horse, the lower the number. So we have 2 horses that have saddles on them already. So let's go ahead and test them out. This guy right here, I've named him Hole. We don't have a name for this one yet, this white horse. Give me your names in the comments down below. Let me know what you think we should name that horse. So we're going to stay back here. I'm going to hold down the sprint key, and we're going to move forward. We're going to run over that, and then bam, we are trapped. And we are trapped inside of the 6th area, and that is how fast this horse is. So he can escape and go back. So we'll try unnamed horse here, at least until you guys name him. And how fast? I think that this one's going to be slower. So if this one is not as, if this one is the same as Hole, I think that we got a problem here. So, oh well, we had fault. We had a fault on the court. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. I'm going to hold down sprint, go forward. What? This is craziness. Wait a second. This one is definitely slower. We're at 7 here. Let's try this one more time. We might need to give Hole another chance here. Okay, back in the back, sprinting forward. Okay, we're at 7 again. So definitely this horse, we're consistently at speed 7 for this horse. Oh no, now we're 6. Well, I spoke too soon. Let's try this one more time to get kind of an average speed of this horse. Well, it doesn't help when you run into the trapdoor. That is not helpful. Okay, there we go. We are centered, moving forward. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. One more time. How middle of the road do we got to be here? There we go. Okay, 6. So we're somewhere in between a 6 and a 7. Let's try Hole again. Go back in here. You stay forever. And let's try this guy. Okay. Oh, he got caught. He got caught on the edge. I might need to make this wider, apparently. This needs to be, like, perfect. I wanted to hold down shift to perfectly position him, but I can't do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, as fast as you can. He's 6. I swear that he's faster. Maybe I'm crazy. He's constantly a 6. Okay. Well, that is what our assessment is saying. We have a new grown horse, so we can test him out. Okay, we're going to test this guy out. Ooh, super fast. 7. Okay, well, that's as fast as the other horse. Gosh darn it. Ooh, that was a fault. We bumped. I can barely tell when a horse bumps. And I gotta get it just like perfectly in the center. Make sure you're sprinting all the time. There we go. Okay, 7 again. That's pretty good. Now, we haven't tested this horse's jumping ability. 2.5 was the max that we got on the past horse. So, let's get this one right here. And, oh, I don't think we're going to max out past 3. I do need to get a perfect jump, though, which can be difficult. There we go. Okay, no, that didn't work. Okay, 2.5. Let's see if... Yeah, oh, definitely another 2.5 horse. But this horse does have 2 extra hearts, where this one only has 1, and then you have 1. So it has the most hearts so far out of all of our horses. But there you go. That is how we test our horses. So I have a speed test range, and I have my jumping range here. And now all we have to do is wait. We have to wait for our horses to grow up. We have to wait so that we can breed even more horses together. There we go, you and you, there we go, make babies. And then wait for them to grow up, and then continue to test out and continue to make more and more horses. So really now we just have to go through the process of getting all of our horses bred, and that's it. So that about wraps it up for this episode of How to Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comment down below. Let me know what we should name this guy right here, the spotted white horse. Not this one. We'll have to make sure that they don't get mixed up. You have a saddle on. You don't. And we will rename that horse next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found something in this video useful. If you did, please give this video a like. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. And also, if you want to support me directly, there's 2 ways to do that. You can become a member of the channel by clicking the join button to find out more, or you can buy merchandise at helloomg.com. That's HELLOOMG.com. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye!